Hey Laura, so hope the doctor's appointment goes as well as doctor's appointments can go, and that you guys have a little bit more answers and clarity on what's going on. Today, what I have for you, we've got some single leg glute bridges on a box, some push-ups right into some chest flies, so kind of similar to the superset that we did last week for the chest, and then a little bit of core. Kept it pretty simple since you're doing this at home and on your own. I would get warmed up with some couch stretch pulses. So just kind of pushing in for a few seconds and relaxing. Maybe get 5 or 6 of those on each leg. Again, a few seconds stretch, then relax. Some bootstrappers. So grabbing under those toes, dropping the butt down low, raising the hips up. If your hamstring is still feeling pretty tight, bound up, I would do the lacrosse ball under there on the bench and then like rocking side to side and working your way all the way up till that lacrosse ball is almost into working into the glute. And then maybe for the shoulders, getting into some up dog, down dog, child's pose, and maybe some banded pull-aparts with an orange band just to get those shoulders ready to work. That's what I do for a warm-up. First movement here, we've got some single leg glute bridges on the box. So I would have your box on the lowest setting. And then we're gonna have the hip, or the dumbbell today, riding on the hip of the leg that's working. So one leg is up, other leg is on the box. You're gonna drive through, make sure we get to a nice full hip extension. That shouldn't look like here each time. We get the most benefit when we really get up there. Powerful drive up, pause, controlled on the way down. Powerful up, pause, controlled on the way down. You've got 8 of those on each leg. I would recommend, I think probably like a 15. Should be a pretty good weight for you, so maybe try a set body weight and then add the weight. And then our chest couplet. I think 15s should be pretty good for you for a weight. That said, the chest might be a little taxed from the push-ups, so maybe going down to like 10s. But you can kind of play around with that. Anyways, push-ups just on the bench. Like I said, is pretty similar to what we were doing last week. So coming down, touching that chest, pressing out. You've got 10 of those. Those should get pretty tough as you go along. And then immediately grabbing the dumbbells and working into a set of 12 chest flies. So with this soft bend in the elbows, coming down, we should feel a stretch in the chest, but no shoulder pain, stretch, and come up. Come down, pause in that stretch, and come up. You've got 12 of those. If you're finding, I would say we should be shooting for like 12 to 16 reps. So if you're finding that 15s are only letting you get 10, 11 reps, maybe go down to 10 and shoot for like the 16 rep mark. So again, trying to aim within that like 12 to 16 reps, where those should be pretty freaking challenging. Your chest should be pretty smoked by the end of those. And then lastly, we've got some knee tucks. So we're just gonna be with the hands slightly supporting you. We wanna crunch in as far as we can. Get out nice and long, crunch in. You got a set of 20 of those. Taking your time, especially in that outstretched position, and coming in. I like having my hands here just for a little bit of stability, because that really lets me focus on my core rather than having to like think about my balance as much. So again, 8 each leg, single leg glute bridges, that dumbbell is on the hip, 10 push-ups right into 12 to 16 chest flies, and then a set of 20 of those knee tucks. Get a good warm-up in, get 3 or 4 solid sets, and that should be a pretty good workout for you. Thanks, Laura.